on, guys? Trey coming back at your screen by means of the World Wide Web. And a little while back, we got the 6-star release of the Heroes of Elgaia. Alright, so what we're going to do today is we're going to pretty much evolve and discuss them briefly. Alright, these won't be full-fledged 6-star reviews. We're just going to do the whole batch here together. So they were put into the gate a little while ago. Just didn't have the materials because I was too busy evolving other stuff. All the 7 stars that I was summoning from my rare summon videos, so on and so forth. Alright, now I'm going to start this off by saying that I did not farm these guys. Okay, these are pretty much the same ones I had back when these dungeons were initially released a long time ago. Alright, there was a lot of other things going on in the game, so I did not take the time to farm an anima of each, which I'm not too mad about. I highly doubt I'm going to be using these guys heavily anyway. They're more to fill my unit guide than anything else. Alright, so let's go ahead and get it started. We're going to start with Reed. Alright, so here's what you need to evolve Reed to 6-star. Miracle Totem, Fire Pot, Fire Idol, Metal Mimic, and 500,000 Zell. Alright, let's get them evolved. So we're going to evolve each one, discuss them briefly, move on to the next one. Alright, I won't disappoint you. Moving forward is the only choice I have. Alright, so there he is, guys. 6-star Reed, otherwise known as Scorching Sword Reed. Alright, so let's discuss him briefly. I think he's a pretty cool looking unit anyway. He has a cost of 26, his leader skill, Supremacy of the 6 Gods, 30% boost to attack, defense, recovery, and max HP when all units when 6 elements are present. Alright, so for this one, have to have a rainbow squad for it to work. In my opinion, that's really the only drawback with this leader skill. Otherwise, it's actually very freaking solid. Alright, it's a pretty nice leader skill there, especially for a farmable free unit. Alright, so this entire batch is going to be a free-to-play player's dream. Alright, in the event that he hasn't really had too much love from RNG in the rare summon gate, this entire batch is actually pretty solid and can be very useful to a free-to-play player. Alright, so hopefully this video will help them make a decision as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and get him finished discussing Reed. His HP can be imped for 750, the other 3 stats for 300. His BB is called Von Cool Strider. Alright, 13 combo powerful fire attack on all enemies and gradually recovers BB gauge for all allies for 3 turns. And it recovers 3 BCs per turn, guys. Alright, and then his SBB is called Liberation Saga, 18 combo powerful fire attack on all enemies, increases all allies BB gauge. He increases it by 8 instantly, guys, and then slightly increases all allies BB gauge for 3 turns. Then he fills it for 3 turns. Alright, so he'll give you a total of 9 over 3 turns, in addition to the initial 8 right off the bat. Alright, so this guy can kind of be a poor man's Zell Knight. Alright, he comes with a 18 hit SBB, give you that instant BB gauge, and then give you 3 more per turn over time. Alright, so he can be pretty helpful with the BB gauges. Alright, and also pretty decent leader skill. So not too bad, this one. Reed is actually one of the better ones out of this batch. Alright, so highly recommend this one for free to play players. If you need a pretty solid unit to help with BB gauges, this one isn't too bad. Alright, so that does it for Reed. Finish my daily tasks. Sweet. Alright, the next one we're going to evolve, guys, is going to be Rain. Alright, so here's what you need to evolve Rain, guys. Miracle Totem, Water Pot, Water Idol, Metal Mimic, and 500,000 Zell. You can take Rain up to his 6-star form. Alright, so let's go ahead and get him evolved. Your heart has reached out to me. Now I know I can pull off the secret art of the Totia Dojo. Alright, so got my man Rain here, so I had to break up this one. All right, Rain, in my opinion, is probably, well, for me personally anyway, he's going to be the most useful one, because I've been using him on my Metal Parade team for as long as I can remember. All right, and the reason I do is because he has instant defense ignore, which is pretty much invaluable when it comes to doing Metal Parade runs. All right, so this one, he'll definitely be getting the most use from me, hands down. All right, so let's go ahead and discuss Rain, excuse me. Leader skill called Instant Divine Power. 100% boost to attack power for first 2 turns. All right, that can be useful in arena somewhat. Otherwise, I would not use this guy for leader at all. There are many better leader skills to use in arena nowadays anyway, so I wouldn't even use it for that anymore unless that's really the best you have. All right, so his BB is called Scried Actis. 13 combo powerful water attack on all enemies, and adds chance of ignoring opponent's defense when attacking for all allies for 2 turns. Alright, pretty straightforward. Doesn't attack as defense ignore, and it's instant as well, guys. Instant defense ignore. I've already made a video discussing the differences between defense ignore. You can look back on one of my playlists and check that video out, guys. It's under subscriber requests. Alright, and then his SBB is called Divine Talon Demon Barrage. 15 combo massive water attack on all enemies, and chance of greatly decreasing attack for one turn, and all allies attack ignore defense for 2 turns. Alright, so with his SBB, he has a 30% chance to reduce 50% of the enemy's attack. Alright, so 30% chance, if it works, is going to reduce the enemy's attack by 50%. I love that effect. All right, I love units that have that. Usually when I need that nowadays, I use my boy Fadal, but this guy, like I said, free to play player, he can get it done for you. All right, so a little bit more discussion about Rain. All right, his BC cost for his BB is 28, his SBB cost is 24. All right, and I forgot to discuss that on Reed. Reed is exactly the same. BB 28, SBB 24. Alright, but Rain can be imped 750 for HP, 200 for attack, 400 for defense, 300 for recovery. Alright, and then that pretty much wraps up Rain, guys. Same cost of 26. So let's move on to the next one. The next one we're going to be talking about here is a nail. Alright, so here's what you need to evolve a nail: Miracle Totem, Earth Pot, Earth Idol, Metal Mimic, along with 500,000 Zell, and you can take your 5-star a nail up to 6-star. So let's go ahead and get this one evolved, guys. Alright, here we go. I will not falter. I have to do this. I won't allow for any more sacrifices to be made. Alright, so let's go ahead and discuss a nail here. Same cost of 26. Supreme Lawmaker, Supreme Lawmaker, a nail. Alright, so let's go on down the line for a nail. A nail can be imped for 750 HP, 400 attack, 200 defense, 300 recovery. Leader skill is called Phantom Ruler's Awakening. Probable great boost in BB gauge when attacked. Well, basically that means you have a 50% chance to get 4 to 6 BCs when you get attacked, and also probable HP recovery when attacked. You have a 40% chance to heal 20% of the damage that you take when you are attacked. Alright. Now the BB is called Fractal Verde. 13 combo fire, water, earth, and thunder attack on all enemies. Pretty straightforward. He does an attack that hits all enemies with 4 elements. Alright. And then the SBB, pretty much the same, except he adds the elements to your team. Alright. So the SBB is called Expel from Union. 16 combo fire, water, earth, and thunder attack on all enemies, and adds fire, water, earth, and thunder element to your attacks for 3 turns. Alright, so not bad. In the event that you don't have something like a Sheeta available, this guy wouldn't be too bad for you. Alright, if you don't have Sheeta, you don't have Rignus, anyone like that, This guy can help you get your points up as far as Frontier Hunter. Alright, but otherwise not gonna have too much use. Alright. But like I said, this is for the free-to-play player, so he can be very helpful for you. Alright. So the BB costs exactly the same as the other two. 28 for the BB, 24 for the SBB. Alright. And then that pretty much sums up a nail. Alright. So let's move on to the next one we're going to be evolving. And that's going to be Lucana. Alright. So to evolve her, Miracle Totem, Thunder Pot, Thunder Idol, Metal Mimic, and 500,000 Zell. Alright. So let's go ahead and get her evolved, guys. Old Lucana. Here we go. He was always by my side because he didn't want to fail me. So I'll press on 2. Alright, so there she is, Lightning Speed Lucana. Alright, so let's go ahead and discuss her. She can be imped for 750 HP, 200 attack, 400 defense, 300 recovery. Her leader skill is the exact same as Kuda's. Supreme Ruler's magic, large reduction in BB gauge required for BB. Basically, it reduces the amount of BB gauge you need by 25%. I used to run that leader skill in Arena for the longest of times. Then I switched it up. Alright, so that's actually not a bad leader skill for Arena at all. Probably not too much if you're running a random effect nowadays, but if you're not using it, that's a pretty solid leader skill to have. Alright, so let's talk about her BB. It's called Rising Invocation. Greatly recovers HP for all allies and boosts attack, defense, and recovery for all allies for 3 turns. Alright, and it boosts those stats by 60% at BB level 10. Alright, so pretty solid. It has a BC cost of 25. Alright, now her SBB is called Liberation. 22 combo, massive thunder attack on all enemies, and probable decrease in enemies' attack and defense for 1 turn. Alright, and it has a 30% chance to reduce the enemy's attack and defense by 30%. Alright, not too bad there. It has a BC cost of 27. Alright, so she's a little bit higher on the BB, but a little bit lower on the SBB compared to the other 3 we've already discussed. Alright, so not too bad. Free to play player, once again, this will be very useful to them. Alright, otherwise there are other options out there, of course. Alright, so pretty much done discussing Lucana there. Same cost of 26, just like the rest of them. The next one we're going to be discussing here is old Nevsky. So Nevsky here, to evolve him, you need a Miracle Totem, a Light Totem, a Light Pot, a Light Idol, a Metal Mimic, and 500,000 Zell. So let's get him evolved and let's have a brief discussion of him. When we fight for those precious to us alongside people we treasure, we become even more powerful. Is that not true, old Nevsky? Alright, so let's discuss Nevsky. Sacred Armor Nevsky. Cost of 26. Alright, he can be imped 750 on HP, 240 for attack and defense, and 420 for recovery. Alright, so definitely anima type be the best type for him. Like I said, I didn't farm these guys, so pretty much stuck with the Guardian I got way long ago. Alright, so leader skill, and it's actually pretty useful, guys. Leader skill is called Eternal Hymn, nullifies all status ailments and critical hits from enemies. I don't think there's another leader skill in Brave Frontier Global that can nullify critical hits right now. So if you need that, use it. I actually don't think this guy has a bad leader skill at all. Alright, and it adds a very small chance of reducing damage taken to 1. Alright, and there's a 5% chance for that to happen. So very, very, very low, but if it happens, very, very, very useful. Alright, so His BB is called Sacred Bastion, boosts defense for all allies for 3 turns and slightly reduces damage taken for 3 turns. Alright, so there's an 85% boost in defense at BB level 10 and also 25% damage mitigation. Alright, the BC cost starts out at 24. Once you level it to BB level 10, it goes down to 20. Alright, and then we have the SBB here. It's called Imperial Decree Formation. 15 combo powerful light attack on all enemies and fairly reduces damage taken for 1 turn. Alright, so the BC cost is 28 on it, and it has 40% damage mitigation, guys. So not quite half, but almost. Alright, so this is for the ones who pretty much have yet to have any damage mitigation unit. This guy is probably going to be your best bet as of this point in the game. Alright, you haven't pulled any damage mitigation units, Yato Nevsky. Right, but that's pretty much it for old Nevsky. So the last one we need to evolve here, guys, is old Eru Dark unit. Alright, so to evolve him, Miracle Totem, Dark Pot, Dark Idol, Metal Mimic, 500,000 Zel. So let's evolve the last of the heroes of Elgaia. Bada boom, bada bing. I'll rise above myself to protect everyone. That choice is what led me to reach his level. Alright, so final brief discussion here. Let's talk about old Eru. So he can be imped for 750 on the HP, 300 on the other 3 stats. Alright, leader skill called Might of the 6 Gods, 100% boost to attack power of all units when 6 elements are present. Alright, pretty straightforward there, no explanation needed. His BB is called Blood Shaped Arc, 13 combo powerful dark attack on all enemies and boosts BC drop rate for 3 turns. Alright, at BB level 10, that is a 20% boost. Alright, then the SBB is called Phantom Eliminator, 18 combo powerful dark attack on all enemies and boosts BC drop rate for 3 turns and increase BB gauge when damage is taken. Alright, so pretty useful SBB there. This guy for free to play players definitely be one I'd use. Alright, so SBB at SBB level 10, that's a 25% boost to BC drop rate, and when you get attacked, you get 3 to 4 BCs added to your BB gauge. Alright, BC cost on them 28 for BB, 24 for SBB. Alright, so that's old Twin Dragons Eru at 6-star. Alright, so that pretty much discusses all 6 heroes of Elgaia in their 6-star forms, guys. Alright, so like I said, for free to play players, this is the batch for you. They're actually very useful if you haven't been able to pull any of the meta units out of the rare summon gate as of yet. These guys will be able to hold you over in the meantime. Alright, so that's going to wrap up this video, guys. If you wish to join the Facebook group, link down below in the description. Otherwise, thank you all for watching. Please continue to like, subscribe, favorite, share, comment, and everything else. And of course, I'll be back at your screen with more Brave Frontier Global soon. Later, guys.